Next up, we have Rain by DJ Nate, featured in Geometry Dash, is my understanding. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician and composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here, musically. So if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Members get early access. More about that at the end of the video. I'm leaving the spiel. That whole spiel is at the end of the video now, so don't skip ahead, just wait until the end of the video. Disclaimer is showing on your screen now, so go ahead and pause the video if you want to read them in full. Otherwise, let's go ahead and do this. Rain by DJ Nate. Let's go. Okay, so we have three main elements starting. We're starting with what sounds to be a hi-hat being hit, giving us an initial beat. You know, it's the psst, psst sounding. Then we're having one synth giving us a, like, kind of muddy chords up above. Muddy in a good way, like they're a little bit ominous. And then we had a set of strings out higher above that, giving us what I believe could be our initial motif. Motif, of course, being the smallest version of your musical idea, the seed, the essence from which everything else comes from. So, let's see where this goes. Okay, so now we bring in the bass drum and the snare, completely changing the feeling of everything, but we also bring two more elements to this. We bring what sounds to be either a bossy or a double bass. So bossy is the cellos plus double basses. Double basses, of course, being the cellos and double basses being the big instruments of the viol family. So if you can move the keyboard, adjust it. All right, so if we look at an orchestra, let's grab an image over here. This is the one we usually use. You can see over here on the right side, the ones where they are sitting down, those are cellos or violoncellos. You know, cellos or violoncellos. Or then the ones where they are standing up, those are the double basses. Yes, they are that big. There's a lot of them in an orchestra. And right now, it's either going to be just the double bass or the double bass with a cello, usually doing a, as I said, a bossy. And the point of a bossy is that you have a doubling built in. Doubling being when you have more than one instrument playing the same thing at the same time, just from their respective range. Because structurally, a cello and a double bass is going to be pretty much the same, octave, like range-wise, just that the double basses are going to have lower octaves. So, violoncello sounds like an overly complicated cocktail. Welcome to Italian names. Welcome to Italian and Latin names. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. Welcome to musical names. Because musical names tend to have that kind of thing. So yes, we're having that, giving us a little bit of a bass every couple of hits. And then we are having a piano giving us a reduced version of the motif, or a repetition of the motif. So, Kenny, welcome today. How you doing? So, let's see. So when it comes to these, and Mango, welcome to today. How you doing? I forgot to say hi. So when it comes to these instruments, I just mentioned reduction. So reduction, I'm thinking of so many things at the same time. I had to bring this. So reduction is a way of developing a motif. Actually, we upgraded recently. It's not an upgrade. I've had this the whole time. We have a keyboard, and it's even animated. You can even see the animation of which keys I'm hitting. I've had this the whole time. I legitimately forgot I had it. Like, it was all set up. I just had to change the audio device. I could have used this whole time. I just completely forgot. So, reduction is when you speed up some sort of motif. Will you use this keyboard at some time for the jamming trip? No. No, absolutely not. So, yeah, it took me long enough. It only took me like 400 40 LFAs to do it. So we have the, let's say we have a motif. Like, this is our motif at that speed. So if I reduce the motif, then it is speeding it up. That kind of thing. I did reduction plus repetition. And it looks like we're doing just a reduced version with a fast, either a reduced version or a, or just repeating it with the repetitions being a lot closer than they used to be. By the way, the motif that is being used right now is a very special type, which is called the sigh motif. A sigh motif is literally just the notes going downwards. Like, it's super dramatic. Like, for example, I can bring like an A minor chord, and we can have it like, hang on, A minor, so. So yeah, it's very, very dramatic. I just needed to finish that phrase with something that made sense. So yeah, we're doing a sigh motif and we are repeating it. Again, the sigh motif being a very, very simple downward going down the scale, and now we are using that. So, very, very lovely. Sir Thunder, yeah, requests are closed right now, so yeah, let's see where this goes. Oh, we added one more note to the motif. Up, here comes the build-up.
Let the bass kick.
I love it when people are just that direct about things. So we have a very quick build-up. We bring a very quick build-up. And we engage in what is called rhythmic displacement for the drop, right? So rhythmic displacement, being a very, very common technique used for electronic music, especially in EDM, dubstep, that kind of thing, before dropping the beat. Because when you're making music, you are doing one of two things, right? You're building tension, you're resolving the tension. That point in the middle, we call a... not a line, we call a cadence. So, rhythmic displacement, what it does is that in this case, for example, we have all the build-up, and the moment of cadence, we just push back. We push back, and in this case, you either use silence or you bring some sort of vocal sample. In this case, let the bass kick, and what this does is that it gives you a bit of extra phantom tension that then makes your resolution feel a lot more pronounced. Now, we are bringing in our first dropping of the beat with the bass mostly resembling the motif that exists. Nate hates long build-ups. He literally released a song called Fuck the Intro, though they always sound good and adequately long. It's well-timed. It is well-timed, and so far, so good. And Sir Thunder... yes, we have a process for these. You spamming it in the chat is not going to help your case. All right, let's see where this goes. We are taking the variation of the piano that we did. Because as you remember, we had the sigh motif being done in the piano. This is not the actual motif. I'm just doing a random note. And what we did is that with the piano, after a couple of repetitions, we brought another note to add one more note as a variation, and now that's what we're doing for the bass over here with the good old dubstep whoop whoop that these things do. And creative, because usually for dropping the beat, the artists usually bring completely unrelated material. Because once again, when you're making music, you want a very careful balance between what is familiar and what is new. Too much repetition, too much of the same thing, too much familiarity, you risk boring the listener, they tune out. Too much new material too quickly, you risk overwhelming the listener, they tune out. So in this case, there is an exception. There is one exception in general, which is solos. You bring a solo, no matter the instrument, as long as it sounds cool, you get away with it. Exception number 2 for electronic music in particular, they have an additional exception, which is dropping the beat. As long as it sounds cool, you can get away with it. So DJ Nate didn't need to bring in the material and revisit this material, But oh my god, did this work. Let's see where it goes. A little bit of rhythmic displacement there to push being a little bit of silence. Ah, oh, really cool. Still with the same drum step. The same drums. We bring in a bit of extra silence, complete rhythmic displacement over there. Using silence is a double-edged sword. Very well played from Nate. We bring now in a melody up top. So far, we haven't heard enough of it, but it could be either a pedal tone or a flying melody. Let's see which one it is. It is a flying melody doing an inversion. So, flying melody being a colloquial term that I use. Colloquial, by that I mean there's no official academic definition for this, or at least I'm not using it for the sake of simplicity. And a flying melody is a very specific type of melody. It's, you have a busy drums, bass, middle ground, chords, whatever, and then high above, you have a melody that is slower, simpler than everything else, just flying above the surface. And on top of that, we are having an inversion. Inversion is another way of developing your motifs. It is when you take a musical shape, whatever that may be, and you flip it upside down. So if we were to grab a melodic, in this case, we are inverting the sigh motif. We used to have the sigh motif being that kind of thing, and now we're literally inverting it. Very simple stuff, very straightforward. And, of course, we now bring the flying melody on top of that. I have a couple of examples, by the way, if you want to hear other examples of really, really good flying melodies. One of them would be from the song Roxanne, from the musical Moulin Rouge. And, yeah, there's a version on YouTube. There's the film that has Ewan McGregor as the lead vocalist, the male lead. He's got a really good singing voice. And during the climax of of Roxanne, you can hear Ewan McGregor singing, "Why does my heart?" And that is Sir Thunder, if you do that again, I am going to silence you and we're going to blacklist the song. So, let's see where this... So we have this, and then we have the other song being Good to Be King. From the musical... is that a musical? I think it's a film. Journey to Bethlehem. So Journey to Bethlehem, this one is sung by Antonio Banderas. And, yeah. Same deal, you have a very busy drums, very busy chords and everything, and you have Antonio Banderas. Mine is the kingdom. Really, really cool stuff. You have the melody is slower, simpler than everything else, flying above the rest. And that is what we're doing over here, even slower. So, let's see where this goes. Oh. On top of that, with the dropping of the beat, like the bass parts are dropping the beat, really good. Alright, we faded, like we obfuscated a little bit with filters. The drums as well, we're pushing it further into the back, obfuscating it, not really fading it out. Alright, so we very quickly bring it back, we bring back the hi-hat. We are doing a recapitulation over here, by the way. This is called a recapitulation. Recapitulation just means you are repeating or revisiting material that you have already done. I really like that false fade out that happened over there. That that was fun. That was fun. That was a false fade out. Well played, Mr. Nate. Well played. Let's see where this goes. New variation, and this time we bring a new version of the motif. Ooh, we're doing... Okay, so this time what we are doing is we are changing the order of the notes. Because the first time around we had the sigh motif with a note going down. Now we are doing an inverted... We are doing a retrograde inversion. We are doing... Is it a retrograde inversion? Because we have... Then the retrograde, the inversion of this would be this, or this, or this. Where's the... Yeah, so we do a partial retrograde inversion over here. I'm just figuring out which one this is, because... So we have the sigh motif with the extension. If we were to invert it, we can do that, or we can do octave displacement. And in order to get it backwards... So yes, we're doing a partial part over here. Okay, yeah, it took me a couple of moments to figure out which one of this was. And basically, what we did is we took the motif. The motif was 3 notes. We had note number 1, note number 2, and the note... Oh, Jesus Christ. Note number 2, and then note number 3. So what we are doing is we're engaging in 2 things at the same time. We're doing an inversion. First of all, which means we have this shape over here, which now we are turning upside down. So we go from 1, 2, and 3 over here to doing this now 1, 2, and 3. So we are going the other way. So it would be inversion of this would be 1, 2, and 3. And then all we did is we changed the order. We moved 3 to the start of the thing. So now we are having 1, 2, and 3. So we went from this shape over here to the second shape. Let me bring actually the little visual that we got. Absolute master class in how to teach people, right? So we go from figure, the one on the left over here, to the one on the middle, which would be something like this. Which then we swap the third note to being the last one we play to the first one we play. And there we have our new version of the motif. We are still technically using the same notes. We just engaged in an inversion. We moved the octaves around, engaging in what is called octave displacement. I keep pressing the wrong button here. Come on. Octave displacement. And we are changing the order of the notes. We are still technically doing the same motif. Of course, new variation of it. There you go. It took me a moment to get that one right, but there you go. Oh, we're adding that build-up synth again. Straight for it. Ooh, new variation. Same as before. And we are using the inverted motif without the change in the notes as the bass line, giving us that really cool, really cool directional change in the sigh motif. Very cool. I like it. Let's see where it goes. Ah, those little moments of rhythmic displacement, really cool. Yeah, a good chunk of this is just... Oh, silence again. We bring the flying melody again. New version, inverted, higher up, flying melody. Ooh. Yep, source noises, yep. Ooh. So yes, now we're incorporating... So now we're incorporating a partial retrograde. We're doing the same thing we were doing with the original sigh motif, with the original sigh motif, and we are changing the order of the notes. So this is so simple, because at the end of the day, DJ Nate went from using a 2-note motif to a 3-note motif and has made a 3.5 piece out of a 3-note motif. Very, very simple motif over there. It's really cool. Shan, welcome today. I'm solid 8 today. It's really, really good day today. So yeah, let's see where this goes. Like, this is, I would say this is very solid. I would say this is a very good use of motific development, because we have seen what? How many variations of the motif we've seen? We had the original sigh motif, then we had the sigh motif with the extension, then we had the same thing during the bass, then we had the inverted with the changed order of the notes. Now we had the backwards version of it. And now we're back to another version. That's what, 4 variations? That's really good. That's 4 or 5 variations? That's really good. Let's see where it goes. Oh, do not fade it out! Do not have it be an actual fade out! He's probably gonna do the thing where he just fades it back up the last second. There you go. So he does a false fade out. He leaves some white noise in the background. He does a false fade out, as you could hear, like the volume was being slowly turned down, while obfuscating the music a little bit. And then, right before I was about to yell about fade outs, he brings the music back for one last hit of the drums. And there you go. How did I guess? I didn't guess, because he had already done it once in the track. Because structurally speaking, we did the same thing form-wise twice. All we did was change the motif. That's all that really happened. Because we had the intro, we had the first drop, then we had the drop with the flying melody, then we had the false fade out that comes right back up, and then we did it again with a new variation of the motif. Does that mean it's a bad thing? No. Because DJ Nate made really, really good use of his motif. It still shocks me that it was 3 notes. It was 3 notes. The whole thing is centered around 3 notes. Like, when was this from? 3 years ago. 3 years ago, 3 notes, 36K. This whole thing is riddled in 3s, right? So, yeah, 3 notes. 3 notes was all it took for DJ Nate to make a really, really good piece like this. So yeah, there you go. There you go. That was Rain by DJ Nate, featured in Geometry Dash from 2011. Okay, so from 2011. So yeah, this is an older track. I don't care. It still worked really, really well. There you go. There you go, Rain by DJ Nate. What a good use of motific development that was. Really good stuff. Once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happened here musically. So, if you're watching this on the YouTube video archive thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everybody, if we somehow hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube before Christmas of 2025, which is an actual plausible possibility right now, blows my mind. Thank you once again, everybody, for being here. I do not take this for granted. I am grateful every single day that I get to do this at all. So yes, if we somehow hit 10,000, I will take a single fan fiction of the choice of the community, and I will fully produce, record, and voice act an audiobook for it. We also have a member who offered to do a Discord Nitro giveaway. If you want to offer anything else, or if you have any other ideas for us, let me know. And yes, this has to be achieved through legitimate and honest means only. No account duping, no botting, no buying followers, no rat behaviors like that. Go share the videos with the streams with your friends, with your families, with your family's friends, with your friends' families. Those are 2 distinct concepts, by the way. Use the hype function on YouTube. I had to bring back. So yes, use the hype function on YouTube. I don't know how it works, but we have a group on the Discord that does, so link down below. Go check coordinate with them. And artists, DJ Nate, any other YouTube artists, if you want to collaborate, I am more than happy to offer my guitars, my Mongolian throat singing, you know, the good old kind of thing, and of course singing, voice acting, whatever it is you need from me. I am more than happy. Just reach out, let me know, and we will make it happen. So if you know any artists on YouTube that could benefit from my skill set, let them know. Do not harass anyone. Do not spam anyone. Don't be a rat. And members get early access to the content. I schedule the videos for the week on Saturdays, and if you're a paid member on YouTube, regardless of your tier, you get access to the videos for the week on Saturdays when I schedule them. So become a member today. If you want to listen to this without me interrupting every 3.5 seconds, I will be linking it in the description down below. If you want to request a song and you're not on the live stream, check the pinned comment by me in this video. It has the instructions on what to do. And if you want to catch the streams when they happen live, we aim for Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central European Time. If you're not in Europe, do not worry. We have the full up-to-date streaming schedule showing in your local time zone in both Discord and Twitch. So if you live in Ban Vango in Laos and you're like, yeah, but what time is 6 p.m. in Hungary? I don't live there. Do not worry. Just go to the Discord or the Twitch. They both have the streams showing in your local time zone. And follow the gaming channel. I have a gaming channel because, of course, I have a gaming channel. I'm on YouTube. What else could I possibly have? Games are Basterd. That's where I put the recordings of the gaming after shows. When they happen, they get recorded on the main channel, then they go on the gaming channel, the recordings. So link down below, or just search on YouTube, same username as James R. Basterd, just swap the J for a G, and you got it. And yeah, there you go. Rain by DJ Nate. Really good stuff, man. That was really, really good. 3 notes is all it took, man. Really good stuff. But yeah, let's move on.